I'm so sorry.
Oh. Okay, so here's the story.
Sorry, everybody.
No,
Here, I'll get this one.
Meredith is making changes to an existing reservation, and
I
they're.
have grave reservations.
It's not that
Oh.
this show isn't a priority. It's just that she has to take the call when
It's that
you know how it is with an airline. They're like, "Well, we're going to call you back," and then she missed the call, so now they're going to call.
You don't answer the phone.
So do you have that facing so you'll see it?
Well, I don't know what to do.
I can play a couple of tunes. What do you want to
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm just going to play the show and call them after the show, I guess. So, welcome to the show. I'm so delighted to be here. We play every day at 8 o'clock. Craig Ventresco is playing the intro music, and I'm talking over it. Come see us tomorrow. Not tomorrow, because we're not playing tomorrow, because it's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday? It's tomorrow. I don't know.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
We love you. And we're gonna start the show. Here, I'm gonna play the cello first off. And hi, Maria. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Prissy. Hi, Terry.
Sorry.
I've had redhead gals, I've had brunettes too. I wasn't satisfied with any that I tried, so I got myself a nice big baby blonde. She did me good, no doubt, and it's what I found out. When a blonde makes up her mind to do you good, she'll do you good. She will treat you like no other could. That's understood. Talk about a blonde's affection. Don't start without protection. Does she roast her kisses too? Woo, I'll say she do. When a blonde makes up her mind to make you pay, she'll make you pay. You got no chance to get away. And if you give that baby time, that'll be down to your last dime. When a blonde makes up her mind, she'll do you good. I've lived and I've loved, and I've learned a lot. That a study girls according to their curls. Redhead and brunette.
Oh, there's your call.
Hello?
The telephone. I just had a row with a telephone girl, my brain's in a whirl. I asked her for Ipswich, but she lost her head, and somehow she switched me on Northwich instead. She got so mixed up with the switches, it's true, that I got annoyed, and I said, tell me, do, which switch is the switch, miss, for Ipswich? It's the Ipswich switch which I require. Which switch have you switched, miss, with Ipswich? You switched my switch on the wrong wire. You switched me on Northwich, not Ipswich. And now to prevent further hitch, if you'll tell me which switch is Northwich and which switch is Ipswich, I'll know which switch is which. Pardon me. I begged the young lady to please put me through. I said put me due on to Ipswich 2-2. I waited an hour and the dear little thing came back from her lunch and exclaimed, "Did you ring?" And then just as I fancied perhaps I'd got through, I heard a voice say, "Are you finished?" I said, "Talking to who?" "Which switch is the switch, miss, for Ipswich?" "It's that Ipswich switch which I require." "Which switch have you switched, Mitch, with Ipswich?" "Well, you've switched my switch on the wrong wire. Good night. You've switched me on Northwich, not Ipswich." And now to prevent further hitch, if you'll tell me which switch is Northwich and which switch is Ipswich, I'll know which switch is which. I got through at last and rang up my hotel. I thought all was well, but more trouble fell. I said, "Can you cook me a room there for two?" A voice said, "We could, sir, but this is the zoo." I murmured a prayer and I fainted away. And when I woke up, I was trying to say, "Which switch is the switch, miss, for Ipswich?" "It's that Ipswich switch which I require." "Which switch have you switched, miss, with Ipswich?" "You've switched my switch on the wrong wire. You switched me on Northwich, not Ipswich." And now to prevent further hitch, if you'll tell me which switch is Northwich and which switch is Ipswich, I'll know which switch is which. I don't know for sure that she's calling Ipswich. It's just a guess. That's a tongue twister. And there's Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than the saucy soft short shirt for soldiers Sister Susie sews. Sister Susie's sewing on the kitchen on a singer. There's miles and miles of flannel on the floor and up the stairs. And Father says it's rotten getting mixed up with the cotton and sitting on the needles that she leaves around the chairs. And if you knock on our front door, Ma whispers, "Come inside." And when you ask where Susie is, she says with glowing pride, "Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers." Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles, say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than those saucy soft short shirts for soldiers Sister Susie shows. I'm not very good with this kind of stuff. I forgot to tell you that our sister Susie's married, and when she isn't sewing shirts, she's sewing other things. Then little sister Molly says, "Oh, sister's bought a dolly, and she's making all the clothes for it with pretty bows and strings." Says Susie, "Don't be silly," as she blushes and she sighs. Then Mother smiles and whispers with a twinkle in her eye, "Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers." Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles. They say that they'd sooner sleep in thistles than those saucy, soft, short shirts for soldiers that Sister Susie showed. Meredith will be back soon. Everybody sing it. Sister Susie's sewing shirts for soldiers. Such skill at sewing shirts our shy young Sister Susie shows. Some soldiers send epistles. They say they'd sooner sleep in thistles than those saucy, soft, short shirts for soldiers that Sister Susie sews. I bet it was a successful phone call anyhow. Hopefully. Well, let's see. What can I play to entertain you guys? Let me see the comments here. Where did she go? She's making a phone call. But it's an important phone call. It would if she wouldn't be just jumping up to call her friend Horatio with, The Entertainer. Boy, it would be a pretty bad version of The Entertainer, but I'll give it a shot. I can play it a little bit. It's not one of my... I'll give it a shot, though. I've played it with Meredith a few times on here. I messed that up a little bit.
Oh boy, I did
Oh,
I
well.
mess up.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh goodness, thank you. Oh man.
Did you get your stuff dealt with?
Oh boy. I was not effective in my strategy. I'm shocked to report. So, what are we talking about? Oh, the second verse. All right.
The second verse to the entertainer.
I lived. Where were we? I've lived and I've loved and I've learned a lot. You gotta study girls according to their curls. Redheads and brunettes will get my okay, but never get too fond of one who is a blonde. When a blonde makes up her mind to do you good, she'll do you good. She will treat you like an axe treats wood. I bet she could talk about a blonde's endurance. Her bows need fire insurance. Does she make you blue? I'll say she do. When a blonde makes up her mind, she'll make you pay. You've got no chance to get away, I'll say. There's more hand or rope. When a blonde makes up her mind, she'll do you good. When a blonde makes up her mind to do you good, she'll do you good. She will treat you like an axe treats wood. I bet she could talk about a blonde's endurance. Her bows need fire insurance. Does she make the fellas blue? Oh, I'll say she do. When a blonde makes up her mind to make you, she'll make you blue. I'll say it's the river and the road. When a blonde makes up her mind to do you good. When a blonde makes up her mind to do you good, she'll do you good. She will treat you like an axe treats wood. I bet she could talk about a blonde's endurance. Her bows need fire insurance. Does she make the fellas blue? I'll say she do. When a blonde makes up her mind to make you pay, she'll make you pay. You got no chance to get away. I'll say, really start off full of hope. It's the river and the rope. When a blonde makes up her mind, she'll do you good.
It was so nice to see John Adams today and Christian. Thank you guys for coming.
And Jeff.
Yeah. Lots of people we knew showed up, and we
Thanks,
really
Linda. Hey.
we appreciated seeing you all. Y'all.
Y'all. Yeah, it was cool. We have another one on October 20th, and I don't know where it is. I'm not gonna pretend I know.
Do you want to switch to guitar? I was going to play a medley.
Yeah.
All right. Here. This is here, sorry.
Sorry. For what?
I'll be right with you.
That's not a proper apology.
All right. Here's a medley of Indian songs. Not real Indian songs, Indian intermezzo songs. Starting with Red Clover. those were red clover, blue feather, red wing, and Seminole. Your medley of Indian intermezzos.
I wish I were twins so I could eat twice as much as I do.
Me too.
Yeah, most people. Let's see. That was a good request. I was gonna get on the cello and play something. I forget what though. What was it? Maybe we could do I Wish I Were Twins. That was crazy.
Huh?
That was crazy.
What was crazy?
It slipped my mind what I was gonna do. Oh, I Wish I Were Twins is a great request though. Thank you. We'll do that. See, that's why I love getting requests from you guys. I just forget what I was gonna do.
Thank you guys for listening. We love you very much. Meredith is just getting her cello. Oh, hi, John Coles. That's weird. I was going to try playing a waltz medley later on. Remind me about school days and we'll put it in there.
1, 2, 1.
Twice as true. What couldn't four lips do? For you to hear you say I'm yours. Oh, baby kiss, I wish that I were twins. I'd love you twice as much as I do. I wish that I were twins, you great big baby kiss. I'd love you twice as much as I do. Twice as true. What couldn't four lips do? 4 years to hear you saying I'm yours. Hey, for the twins, you great big babykins. I'd love you twice as much as I do.
Yeah. This song is so good. You know, I really am fond of that song too for a specific reason, and I'll tell it while Craig tunes. It's when it goes da, da, when it goes to that minor. It's a very unexpected da, and then the way the melody and the chord is
Did
like
Fat Swallow
the
write
melody's
that?
on the 6. Ooh, did he?
So.
It wouldn't
He
surprise
wrote a
me.
lot of stuff this weird.
So the chord's like, so it's like, yeah, da ba da da kin. I wish that I were twins. I'd love you twice as much as I do. Here. Da, 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 da. It goes there. Da, 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 da. And it's so hard to catch that if you're just winging it. Like it always takes me by surprise a little bit. I have to get my bearings. Like I usually play the wrong chord and then I say oops, but I don't say oops out loud.
I said oops out loud.
Usually I play the wrong chord. No,
It's actually written in
it's
the
so
sheet
cool that
music
the
to
melody's
say
on the
oops out
6.
loud.
It's just so cool, like when it does that. That's why it's a good song to me. That's why I love that song, because of that moment. That is the moment that is the moment of our lives. That makes it a good song.
Thank you for that analysis.
Yeah, we should do literary analysis of the lyrics of all our songs. And we should call it the Fireside Chat.
Talk about your subway or talk about your L. Talk about your streetcar lines as well. But when you're living out where the fields are green, you gotta go. But when you're living out where the fields are green, you gotta go home on the 5:15. You leave the office at 5 o'clock. You leave the office at 5 o'clock and you stop at the butcher's for a steak or a chop. You grab the evening paper or a magazine and you run like the dickens for the 5:15. Oh, the 5:15. You hear the whistle blowing, oh, the 5:15. But your Ingersoll is slow, oh, the 5:15. Down the track she's going, bang go the gates on the 5:15. Wifey's home waiting, dinner in the pot, dinner on the table and the tire red hot. Gets a message on her telephone, well, you'll have to heat your baked potatoes all alone. The next train home is the 7:38. Hubby goes back to the station to wait. He sees the biggest crowd he's ever seen. 17 commuters on the 5:15. Oh, the 5:15. 17 commuters, oh, the 5:15. And they're lined up at the bar, oh, the 5:15. Their wives are home a-waiting, bang, oh, home on the 5:15. Everybody's happy, everybody's glad. It's about the 17th drink they've had. The bourbon quartet is singing Home Sweet Home. Hubby's all excited singing baritone. He gets home about 1:30, carrying a steak and a chop and a bun. The door is locked and the lights turned down. He throws the steak through the transom and goes back to town on the 5:15. 17 commuters, oh, the 5:15, and they're still around the bar. The 5:15, hubby's back to join him, and now there's a club called the 5:15. Wifey's home a-crying, lying on her bed. Hubby's in the office with an awful head. Little blue blooms marching through his brain, yelling all aboard the 5:15 train. He gets to the station at 5 o'clock, forgets that it's Saturday and gets a shock. The guard says, hey, get out of the way. The 5:15 doesn't run today. Oh, the 5:15 was the cause of all our sorrow. Oh, the 5:15 it brought trouble to our house. The 5:15 now wifey's gone to mother. Bang goes your home on the 5:15. Wifey's got a lawyer looking up the case. Hubby's slinking around the office in disgrace. He has no home. He's got no wife, and he's gonna join the alimony club for wife. He goes to court, his case to fight. He takes a look around, but everything's alright, because the jury and the lawyers and the judge supreme, they all are commuters on the 515. Oh, the 515, the jury won't convict him. Oh, the 515, well, they're gonna let him free. Oh, the 515, he always hits for 100 because they're all pinochle players on the 515.
Yeah.
School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. You were my queen in calico, I was your bashful barefoot beau, and I wrote on your slate, I love you so, when we were a couple of kids. Nothing to do, Nellie darling, nothing to do, you say. Well, let's take a trip on memory's ship, back to those bygone days, back to the old village schoolhouse, back to that old cabin door. And what do you see? There's you and there's me, just a couple of kids once more. School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. You were my queen in calico, I was your bashful barefoot beau, and you wrote on my slate, I love you, Joe, when we were a couple of kids.
Ugh. Nice. School days. That was so funny when Craig said that oops is written into the lyrics.
That was a high point of what I said, I thought. Thank you very much for listening, you guys.
What? Oh, did I yank it? I'm gonna play
Way down in Mars.
We got a couple more tunes.
Alright. It's hard to predict how these songs are gonna go, but you guys are so kind to me, allowing me to play all these instruments as I'm learning them. Okay. Way down in Mars. Alright. And let's do it like here. Okay. And C.
loved a bashful man who kept on gazing at the moon and talking about the shining stars above. One night she up and said to him, I'm getting tired. Now look here, Jim. It's time you made the art of making love. Then poor Jim looked away, and Liza heard him say, way down in my heart, I've got a feeling for you. Way down in my heart, I got a feeling for you. And if we should part, I'd go stealing for you. For I got a sneaky feeling for you. When Liza heard Jim talk like this, she gave him such a whacking kiss. He blushed so hard it nearly singed his hair. And let that worry you, I'll do the loving for us two. And Jim, you're certainly going to get your share. Then said I stay, and Liza heard him say, way down in my heart, I got a feeling for you. When if we should part, I'd go stealing for you. If you say the word, I'll go on kneeling for you. Oh, I got a sneaky feeling for you. Way down in my heart, I got a stealing for you. And if we should part, I'd come a stealing for you. If you say the word, I go stealing for you. 'Cause I got a sneaky feeling for you. I think that's called I've Got a Feeling. No, it's called Way Down in My... No, it's called I've Got a Feeling for You. It starts with I. It says that in the sheet music.
I think that's almost it for us, you guys. It's quarter of. But you will see us somewhere or other over the next week and a half. We'll keep reporting in about what's going on.
We're not playing Friday. We could be playing. I think we're gonna play tomorrow. I think we're not playing Friday. I think we're gonna.
Well, we never play Friday, so.
We never play Friday.
Well, tune in if you want
We used to
tomorrow. We
play
might
Friday.
be here. We may not, but love you
we love
guys.
you guys.
If you feel like tipping the band, we really appreciate that. And if you feel like requesting things.